We have two ways that we can style this haircut. We could start out with just a gel, which is going to give the hair a hold and a shiny look, and not use a hair dryer or anything. But for this particular hairstyle, we want to style into a modified pompadour. So what I want to do is the first step is we're going to apply the gel all the way through the hair, which would give it that wet look. But what we're going to do is we're going to dry it with a hair dryer into the shape that we want. Then we're going to take a really strong pomade, both products from our Zorian of New York men's grooming line. And so we're going to put the pomade in next, and then we're going to comb it through after the hair already has its shape, and the pomade's going to give it even more shine, and it's going to give it that nice look and nice hold all day. The gel has aloe vera in it, which is very good for the health of the hair and the scalp. And the pomade has jojoba and ginseng, which adds moisture and shine to the hair. So the combination of the two products is going to go a long way to making the hair look really good, really shiny, and keeping that nice style all day long. So to start out, we don't want to use too much gel because the gel is pretty thick, and we want to be able to dry it. So we want to rub it thoroughly through our hands, and then we want to start out on the top, and then we want to get it all the way down to the roots. And then the same thing in the back and on the sides. And then I'm going to use a vent brush to style it and a hair dryer with a nozzle on it because I want to direct the heat. And by directing the heat right behind the brush, it's going to hold the hair in place. Okay, so now before we put the pomade in, I want to make sure that the hair is nice and dry and we got the style that we want. So you can see now we have a lot more lift and a lot more volume. And then what I always do is check the mirror and give it a little bit of a spin. Make sure I have the hair the way I want it before I put the next product in. So now we're going to take our Zorian of New York pomade. We're going to take a good amount of it. And we want to rub it through our hands really good so it spreads easily. Okay, so there's no clumps or anything. And then we want to push it all back. Push it down on the sides, and then in front we want to, and on top we want to make sure we get it right down to the roots. Now since we still have it on our hands as we're doing this, we're kind of using our hands as a brush before we go through with the brush or a wide tooth comb. So now we're going to comb that through, lift it up in the front. Push it down on the sides. Comb it straight down in the back. And then on the opposite side, we want to comb it straight back. And then with the excess product, what I want to do is I want to take my hand and just push it down on the sides. And in the back. Okay, now for this young man, we have a modified pompadour, and we'll spin him around so you can take a look at the fade. Got the nice little wave on the top that suits this hairstyle perfectly. We've got a nice one finger close taper around the outline of the haircut. So for a quick review, we put the Zorian of New York firm hold styling gel in first. We used the hair dryer to dry it all in place. And then once it was dried, we checked in our mirror and made sure we had the shape that we wanted. And then we used our Zorian of New York pomade and put that through at the very end to give it some nice shine, some more lift in the front, and for a hold for all day.